So I have another manga haul. I feel like lately all the videos I've been posting are just manga haul videos. So in this video, I have about 33 volumes of manga, including one volume of just like an American comic. So let's just start right into it. Subscribe, I guess, whatever. So the very first book this is the only comic book, is Savage Hawkman, New 52, Volume 1. I do not know much about this series. I like the New 52 stuff, even though it's like, I think over 10 years old at the moment. This just looked like just from the cover, it looked like a really cool book. I don't know much about the character, but I don't know. I'm always willing to read like a new comic book, especially, as I said, the New 52. Even 10 years later, it still feels like a good way to introduce yourself to a character. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I heard it wasn't very good. I think it got canceled after 2 volumes or 2 trade-ins. This collects the first 8 issues, and also Tony S. Daniel is the artist on this, and I really do like his art, so that's why I bought it. I also got this from like Reddit, from like a Reddit manga comic swap, and that's actually where I got most of my volumes from. And it always felt a little weird, because you're dealing with like random people on the internet, and you're like, I hope they send me my book, because I just paid them money on PayPal. But so far I've had great experiences with it. But that's a story for another video that I probably won't be making. Anyway, so now on to the manga. I got One Piece Volume 31 and 32. Even though I read One Piece every single week, I'm kind of behind in my One Piece buying. But I mean, I'm not worried about the series going out of print, so I can sort of take my time buying it. Every now and then, if I'm buying something off of Amazon, like art supplies, or I don't know, just like a necessity, or whatever it is I need, sometimes I will throw a volume of manga into the cart, and many times it will be a volume of One Piece or some series that like I'm trying to collect ongoing, and like a volume of Case Closed or something, just a random volume. I just realized this is the start of Water 7. That's pretty cool, even though I think Water 7 doesn't actually start in this volume. Or like they have the weird Davy back games, I think, or something. With this guy. Okay. That was a weird story arc, but that's cool. Now that I know that I have the entire Skypiea arc, I can go and read all of those in one sitting. I remember really liking it the first time I read it, because I thought it all came together really, really nicely. I also got One Piece Volume 100, but this is a French version. I'm filming this right now in October 2022, mid-October, and in August, like the end of August, I had been in France on vacation, and they were selling this at the local grocery store where I was. It was a grocery store called Super U. So I grabbed it. I can't actually read French, but it is kind of cool to have. It's volume 100, and I was just kind of shocked that they were selling manga in the grocery store. They had a lot of other Shonen Jump manga, Mashal, Magic and Muscles, Eden Zero, even though that's not Shonen Jump, Jujutsu Kaisen. They had a bunch of volumes, and also a bunch of One Piece volumes, and most of them were like the latest volumes, or maybe like a volume 1, and then like whatever the latest volume was, so there weren't volumes in the middle. But it was just weird to see that, because I don't see that in America. So next, these are another, I think everything else I bought off of the Reddit manga swap, if people are interested. I believe the One Piece I got off Amazon or something. So then I got Black Clover volumes 1 to 6. I started reading Black Clover when it came out, and I don't know how far I got into it, but I eventually stopped. And that was a few years ago, because I don't know, I just sort of found it a little repetitive, but I always give a manga a second chance. I did that with Haikyuu. I don't know why I ever stopped reading it, because Haikyuu was amazing. I did that with Toriko, and then eventually in both of those cases I went back and like reread it. So in the back of my mind, I think I always knew that I would give Black Clover another try. And someone was selling these 6 volumes on Reddit for a pretty good price. I think it was like $40 I paid for all 6. And they're in really good condition. They're like new. So I'm looking forward to reading this again. I also know that the series is almost over. I know the author recently, a few months ago, took a long break to prepare for the final arc. So I guess I'll be able to read through these and immediately jump on Viz Media, and then probably just read the rest of it. Maybe it'll be done by the time I catch up. Yeah, I remember when I first started reading it, I really liked it. I forget the 2 main characters' name. I think it was Ashta and Yuna, I think. I remember really liking their relationship and their rivalry. I thought it was quite cool. Like, it wasn't built on like hatred, or it was like a mutual respect for one another, which I feel like many times you don't really get in manga rivalries, especially sort of like a battle manga. Like, deep down they were friends. Yeah, so if I don't know, I know this is really popular, so I always say this, but maybe I'll have to do a review sharing my thoughts, but I don't know if people ever want to hear that. Okay. Oops. So the next book, I guess I got this one off Amazon, I don't know if that matters, is Cutie Honey by Go Nagai. This is so Go Nagai is sort of a really old manga creator. So I believe this is from this volume of manga was originally published in like the 70s, maybe 80s. So this was around the time that Devilman came out, and if you can read the back, it's sort of like a erotic, or it's kind of an erotic comic about a girl that sort of can, I think she's part robot. Not part robot. She is a robot, and she sort of transforms into this character, and she fights crime. I don't really know too much about it. Hit the microphone. But I loved that Devilman. This was a 1-volume series, or I think originally 2 volumes in Japan, but it's printed in 1 volume. I love the art style. I love these old manga art styles. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Also, I think it's 7 C's. These volumes are like really high quality. This sort of material. It'll look really nice next to my Devilman manga on the shelf. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm gonna say that for every single series that I don't know why I say that. Like, I don't think there's a book here that I'm not looking forward to reading. Then the next thing I got this from Reddit. I've been spending too much money over the last few months. It's kind of ridiculous. And I actually have another manga haul planned that'll be uploaded next week, where I spend even more money, but that you'll see that when it comes out. I got Helsing, the deluxe edition, volume 1. Volume 2, the covers look exactly the same. And then volume 3. I don't remember how much I paid for these. I think I paid $100 for all 3 of these, which might be a little less than retail. I don't remember exactly. I don't know a lot about Helsing. I know it's a vampire manga. I believe it's pretty popular. I think I read a Animanga Helsing comic at some point. Oh, that's a lot of blood. And I really enjoyed it, whatever little Helsing thing I read. I hope you can see the art clearly as I'm trying to show you guys it. But I keep hitting the microphone. But it looks pretty cool. I've heard good things about it, and I have the complete series now, so I can sit down and read it. I find it interesting that the second and third volume have a parental advisory sticker on it, but not the first volume. Again, leave a comment if you've read any of these and you think they're either really good or really bad. Not that I'm not going to read it. Whatever. So let's go for this series next. Then I bought this volume with a little series that not many people know about, but it's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's only been running for a few years. It doesn't have an anime yet. I think this could be really, really big. Like, I think this could run for like hundreds of volumes, and I think the author, his name is Araki, I think he could be like the next big thing in manga. I think he can make a manga that has like spans multiple parts, and each part has like a different main character. I think that would be really, really cool. But anyway, I think everyone needs to check the series out. Like, as I said, it's, up and coming manga artist. And this is, part 3, Stardust Crusaders, volume 5. It's really, really bizarre. And I think many people would like it, not just in Japan, but in America, across the world. It's always nice to be able to talk about a series that just, doesn't get a lot of attention. And I think this is one of them that not many people know about. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part 3, volume 5. And look at the quality. Like, even for such a new series, like Viz is pulling out all the stops on these volumes. Like, it's really, really fantastic. So next I hope people know that was sarcasm. I know that JoJo's is really famous. I know Araki knows what he's doing. Just want to make that clear. That was a joke. Okay. Then I have A Girl on the Shore by Inio Asano. I thought about not pointing out that was a joke, but I don't want to get comments about it. Not that people watch my entire video, so I probably will get comments about it because people don't want to listen to me talk for this long. Anyway, Inio Asano, A Girl on the Shore. I've only read Nijigahara Holograph by Inio Asano. So I need to read more of his works, but they're very I don't know what you call it, like adult, but like they're very serious. They're not your typical manga. So I just can't really, I have a hard time describing it. I have not read it. I've not read this book yet. This is a 1-volume series. In case you didn't pause the video to read the back, or you weren't able to read the back, this is about, what is it about? It's about like a romance series, I think, between like children. Yeah, maybe I should be reading this out loud. An intense teen romance set in what may at first glimpse be one of the sleepiest places in Japan. Yes, I really don't know a lot about this. I bought this on Reddit with the JoJo book from the same seller, and all I saw was Inio Asano 1-volume series, and I wanted to read it. This is the most recent. Well, actually, the most recent thing was Black Clover. This is a recent thing that I bought. Rent a Girlfriend. I got this off of Amazon. Again, if anyone cares, this is volume 1. Volume 2. You can see the 2 in the corner. That's how you know it's volume 2. Then 3. And I think 4 comes after 3. I think typically that's how it works. So my best friend was telling me about the anime, and he said that he really, really liked it. And I said, oh, well, there's a manga, so I guess I'll try that, because I'm more into, if you couldn't tell, I like manga. So I'm more into that than anime. And without much thought, I went and bought these. No, I bought these off eBay. I got all 4 of these for $25. And I keep thinking that there should be something wrong with these books. But they're great quality. They're from Kodansha. Like, these aren't knockoff volumes, but that's just an incredible price. So I guess I found a good deal. Yeah, so I really don't know much about this. I've heard some things about the anime. my friend was like, he thought it was pretty good. I've flipped through these a little bit. The art, I don't know, the art's not really my favorite. It's very cartoony, very simple. I don't know, I like more detailed stuff. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading this. I say that for every series, but Rent a Girlfriend volumes 1 through 4. I have a couple more things left, and I'm saving the most interesting things for last, because that's what you do to keep people engaged in your videos, as you can see by my 1 million subscribers. So this next one, I might butcher the title, is Triage X. This is volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. So I recently, as of August or like August 2022, I finished reading High School of the Dead. I got the big full color volumes. I read through it. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of sad that the writer passed away, so we're not going to get to see the ending. But I thought it was a lot of fun. You hear so many bad things about it, but I don't think it deserves all the hate. I thought the characters were fun, and I think there's much worse stuff out there. And because I do kind of like fan service manga, and also this is by the artist of High School of the Dead. I should have said that. Shoji Sato. I hope that's showing up. So that's why I bought this. This is about a bunch of nurses. I don't really know much about it, but I wanted to read another one of his works. I just can't believe how expensive this series is. I spent so long looking for volume 4, and I think the next page might be inappropriate and I won't be able to show it, but hopefully YouTube, no, I can show it. Okay, that's fine. So I have not read this. I was hoping maybe I could read it before actually filming this video, so I could actually say something a little more interesting about it. Aside from the fact that I can't believe a lot of these volumes are really expensive. Like volume 4 is going for like $90 on eBay, which is just absurd. Volume 5 is going for even more money, and I don't know if it really bums me out. Like I hate when manga's that expensive, and I don't understand why. Maybe when I read this, I'll find out and I'll realize, that this is the greatest thing since One Piece. I have to be careful of what pages I show, because these are uncensored. Just to let you guys know as I was flipping through. But yeah, this is about a bunch of nurses, and I think they're fighting. I don't know what they're fighting. As you can tell, I did not do a lot of research into this before I bought it. I'm just going to keep complaining that volume 4 and 5 are so stupidly expensive. So even if I really enjoy these, I don't know, am I just going to pay $90 for it for volume 4 and $200 for volume 5? There's also a rip I just noticed on the corner right there. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Oh well. I'm expecting to really like it. So then the second to last thing, and this is a very well-known manga series, which you might have saw just now, Chainsaw Man, Volume 1. 2, I'm gonna talk. So just like with Black Clover, I started reading Chainsaw Man when it came out, and unlike Black Clover, I thought it was awful. Like I don't know how fast I gave up on it, and I did the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought I stopped reading those both of those series very quickly, and I thought, well, these are both gonna get canceled. Clearly, I was wrong, and I don't know anything. So now I have the first 11 volumes of Chainsaw Man, which I believe is all of part 1. So now I can read the entire thing and see what everyone is talking about, because I know that the series is deeply loved. I read some of what's the author's name, Fujimoto sensei, yeah, Tatsuki Fujimoto. I've read some of his one-shots, and they're really, really good. I think the art style is kind of unique. I think it's kind of cool, but I really can't say much about it because I don't remember much about it. I probably read a couple chapters, maybe the first volume or something. But that was a long time ago when it was first coming out. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. I've had these volumes sitting around for a few months, and I haven't read them yet. I always buy books and then I'm like, oh, I bought some new manga. I should make a manga haul. So I buy a little bit more to make the manga haul bigger. And so things just kind of sit there. I need to stop making these videos mostly because I've not read the books that I've bought. But that's just kind of a me problem. So anyway, Chainsaw Man 1 to 11, it should be really good. I also didn't initially like Hajime no Ippo when I first read it, or at least maybe like the first time I read it boxing, it sort of like scared me and how brutal it was. But now it's one of my favorite series of all time. I don't know, maybe it just goes to show that, you get to a different point in your life and you can better appreciate something, a work of art. Because I think that's what Chainsaw Man is, a work of art. I don't know, maybe I'll read it and be one of the two people in the world who doesn't like it. Anyway, so enough blabbing. The last thing that I have, this is really cool. I got this from Reddit too. I got a bunch of issues of these Raijin Comic magazines, and these have a bunch of manga. So I have a bunch of issues here. I'm going to show them closer, but Raijin Comics, I did a little research, was a comic magazine or manga magazine in America that was publishing more, I think, like seinen series or like shonen, but sort of seinen series, and they wanted to do it every week, but then they couldn't, so they switched it to once a month. This was back in, I think, the mid 2000s. I want to say around 2005. I guess I didn't do my research. And it lasted for about two years, and they just couldn't, the business just went under. They couldn't, I guess they weren't making enough money. And according to Wikipedia, some of the series that were in the magazine, which I will mention in a second, weren't as high profile as what Viz was putting out in their weekly Shonen Jump. So this magazine ran for about 46 issues, and I found these 11 issues on Reddit. Someone was selling these, and I had to jump on this. I already had all these volumes, most of these volumes bought, and I was like, man, this is too cool not to pass up. So I got issue 0, 2, 7, 8, 10, 11, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 23. And one of the cool things about these volumes or magazines is, as you will see on the cover, this is the manga that's in there. Like, this is the table of contents, so you can see. So going into it, okay, this one's going to have City Hunter, this Fist of the Blue Star, all of this stuff. So this is issue 0. I don't know where to put these. Issue 2, I'm going to mostly trying to show you guys the titles on the side. Then this is 7. Again, you can see all of these different titles. Many of these I haven't even heard of, but I am really, really looking forward to reading this. This is super high up on the list of things that I want to read. What is this? This is issue 8. And on the back, there are old ads, which I always find really cool. So actually I got the years wrong. These say 2003 on them. So issue, it doesn't say it on here. Well, issue 2 says December 25th, 2002. Okay, so I guess that gives you a sense of the year. And then these are from 2003. Okay. So this one has Slam Dunk, which I think this was a major seller. This was obviously a very popular manga, not just in Japan, but in America. But a lot of the other series, as you're hopefully reading this right here, hopefully you can. just aren't that well known. The First President of Japan, Slam Dunk, Fist of the Blue Star, Baki the Grappler, Bomber Girl, Revenge of Muflon, Guardian Angel Getten. Okay. 14. This is issue 14. So now that I got these, there was a part of my brain that was like, you have to get all 46. And I don't know how feasible that will be, how easy it will be. But I think I'm going to try it. This isn't... I was talking to someone about this, and I don't think this is going to be a thing that I think this might just be a slow collection thing that I do over the next few years. Because like it's not high up on my priority list, but at the same time, I think it would be really, really cool to have all 46 of these magazines. Because some of these comics, Baki the Grappler, the First President of Japan, like all these different manga, I think this is the only way you can get them in English. And also City Hunter too. I can't believe I forgot about City Hunter. Then the back of this one looks pretty cool. I think Raijin Comics, they also put out actual volumes, like actual trade-ins. And this is issue 23. So I think they also put out trade-ins. I know they did full color for Fist of the North Star, which didn't really last that long. But I think my computer's about to run out of battery. So just to show the inside here for a little bit, I think this is a Fist of the Blue Star. That's one of the series I'm really looking forward to reading about in here. So I think that. So that is it. My computer is about to run out of battery, and I want to finish this. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this entertaining. Subscribe if you want. I don't know. And I'm gonna try and make more videos. So thank you for watching.